This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Glad to have you with us in the Magic City, Birmingham, Alabama Protective Stadium, home to the UAB Blazers. As we'll see, the Groupers taking on a team from the American, the UAB Blazers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Blazers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll bring it out. It's Jeffrey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Groupers offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run the option. It's a seam wide open. Turning on the Jets. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. The Groupers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Gives it on the option. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
To the ground. He's got it again.
And I'll tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Rides to back and leaves it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. So UAB's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Let's talk for just a second about UAB. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
On the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Trying to make magic on the scramble.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. And the groupers will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The give from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Makes the grab. It's hooked. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. The give on the inside. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the Blazers line it up with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They want to run this quarterback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UAB.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll go back to work on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. On the option. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
QB draw. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The groupers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped. Good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Looking
making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
The Blazers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got it in the middle. It's Milner. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They go to the ground. Got enough for the first. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached a break. It's UAB on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Looking to throw, it's Kitna. And the misconnection on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll go to the air. Got it set up on the outside. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And the groupers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Rides the back on the option, the give. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The groupers decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor.
Looking deep. It's him in stride inside the 10. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blazers.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Jeffrey. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now this offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll ride his man on the option. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
On the option. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the groupers send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the returner is stopped. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The quick out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really nice job creating separation for his QB.
They'll run it from the gun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. He's got 50 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Finding an escape route. Picks up the first down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UAB. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. The give to the tailback. And he's stopping behind the line of scrimmage, tried to break out the spin move, and still couldn't get loose. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. So now it's 2nd and long. Goes to the option. He breaks the tackle. stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Takes a handoff. It's Craig. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. He gets it away from his own end zone. A fair catch is called for. It'll give him great field position. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
Why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football, Dave.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop?
Breaks away on the left. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Dropping back, it's Kitna. Looking for the goal line. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They'll move the wide receiver. He'll take it himself. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The groupers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. They'll start this drive going to the air. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Got the quick pass. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
He's got it. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Blazers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Kitna. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UAB.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jeffrey. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Sheffield. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Runs through a tackle. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these 2 teams thus far there in Birmingham. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Protective Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Here's the return from inside the 25. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to...
Lots of running room. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Blazers.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Cincinnati is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 14 to Nebraska. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Got his man. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Here comes the option. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And this offense, man, they talked about it coming out of half. They wanted to get their guy into a rhythm. To do that, man, you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. He's been hit a lot. He hasn't made that many plays throughout this football game. They got to do a better job of protecting their guy.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the groupers will send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. To throw, it's Kitna. Using the quick game.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end round there.
Quick handoff. There he goes. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be. Nowhere to run.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Kitna. That's reeled in, it's Hooks. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Blazers are moving quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He's loose. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Blazers will try to put one on the board. Down UAB, and they take it in for 6 more points.
And everybody Everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
He'll bring it out. It's Jeffrey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. The groupers will bring the punt team onto the field. A low line drive and not his best work. A fair catch is called for. Just across the 50-yard line. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The Blazers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style. The quarter comes to a close, and UAB is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. With a 3rd down play. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. And the Blazers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
In a tight game like this, a mistake that keeps a drive alive for your opponent, just devastating. Offense has first down. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Blazers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UAB.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. East Carolina is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Pirates fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Gives it on the option. There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
This has been a frustrating day. They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays to get them behind the sticks a little.
Oh, a lot of space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the groupers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. On the move. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out.
Back onto the field. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Blazers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give as they work on that clock. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Blazers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Blazers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
The option look. He'll toss it. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. It won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the 1st down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. And this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
You waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.